Hey guys, this is Doubletree Warrior here, and I am back with another set of lessons from AX, or Anime Expo, and this time it will be for 2018, since I obviously went to Anime Expo 2018 this year. I will say that these lessons, I won't have as many videos as my lessons from AX, Anime Expo 2017 videos, because this was my second AX I attended, so I was a little bit more familiar with the whole process than last year. But since it is still a different experience from last year, I do expect to put a few videos out talking about my lessons from AX. And this time, this lesson will be my stay at the Doubletree Hotel. So if you've seen my lessons from AX, my stay at the Intercontinental Hotel, you would have realized that me and my sister, we didn't really care for it, and therefore I really didn't care to get it this year, although I did still keep it as an option. But we ended up getting the Doubletree, and I know that there will be some of you guys watching this trying to go to Anime Expo 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, and heck, maybe even 2025 and up. Some of you guys I know will happen to stumble onto this channel, and you're probably a person who got the Doubletree and kind of said to yourself, man, I got the reject hotel. And why do you say this? Because that's the my initial response I had to myself when I got the hotel. So if you've been through the Anime Expo reigns of hotels and stuff, you know that the closer is usually the better hotel. Not like, maybe not technically, but because there could be further hotels that are better than closer ones, but generally the consensus is, just among Anime Expo fans and stuff, or people who do the hotel thing, or even at a lot of other conventions, most people want a close hotel that they can walk to the convention from, or even have a hotel that that hosts a convention, like at Anime Weekend Atlanta. But so yeah, in the realm of Anime Expo, the cool hotels would be the JW Marriott, the Ritz, the Lux, the Indigo, the Courtyard by Marriott, I think. And those are really the top hotels that most people want to get when they're going there, because I believe they're so close. I don't even think a shuttle goes there, because you could just walk there, or maybe even get an Uber, which I can't imagine will be over $5. But yeah, the JW Marriott is probably the most popular of them all. That and the Ritz, but the JW is where most people try to gun for first, at least from what I've seen. One of those hotels at least. But if I had to name the top three out of all of them, it would probably be the JW, the Ritz, and the Courtyard, just because of the closeness. And like I said, the Lux and the Indigo would make the top 5 because of how close they are. So it's gonna adjust my camera a little bit. Well, not my camera, but just my body, because my leg tends to fall asleep if I keep it in one area too much. I got problems with my laptop. I need a new battery, because if I move it a certain way, the entire thing will shut off, and then I'll have to restart. So yeah, I'm trying to be as careful as I can. So if you see slow movements like that, or me trying, or the camera moving, that's why. But anyways, so my story of how I got the Doubletree. The hotel bookings, well, I was Premier, but long story short, I missed Premier because I overslept. Well, I didn't miss it, but I ended up booking my hotel on the Premier, because if you have a Premier pass with Anime Expo, you get first pickings of hotels, and I was super pumped for it. I told my sister to wake me up, because I will be asleep because I work 10-hour shifts at night. I said, please wake me up so I can get us a good hotel. We were gunning for the Courtyard, but heck, JW, the Ritz, any of those, Deluxe, Indigo, those top 5, those are one of the ones I wanted. If I got one of those, if I got one of those, I would have been happy. But, so she was like, okay. And I didn't set my phone alarm one because I was too lazy. But other than that, I knew I wouldn't have heard it because my alarm wants to go off when it wants to. So, yeah. Long story short, I woke up an hour later and I hear my sister talking on the phone. So I was just like, why didn't you wake me up? And she's like, I forgot, I'm sorry. So I go in there and I look, and the only option that I found suitable, or not even that, was this. Doubletree was probably one of the only options left that didn't have like Swiss cheese bookings where you could just book from like Thursday to Saturday without having to leave the hotel. So I kind of had to pick that by default. But I told myself, or not even told myself, I found out that I had one more chance to get another booking, to book the JW through the Anime Expo convention site or website. So I stayed awake. I worked my 10-hour shift that night. I believe that was actually on Valentine's Day. So I stayed up the whole time. As soon as I got off of work, I did not sleep one bit because I wanted to be up. I wanted to get in that site because, you know, everybody, just about everybody, was going to be gunning for those top 5 places. And they had like a new system set in place where they throw you into like a queenie, or however you say it. So and for my time zone, it was 12 o'clock. So I got on exactly at 12, and I was like already like 863rd in line. And they said that they'll automatically update you when you become number 1 to book. So I waited 30 minutes at the number 1 site, or when I was the number 1 or next in line. And I just eventually decided, let me reset it. And then they put me through there. They didn't automatically update it. So, needless to say, they didn't have anything left that I wanted, you know, really, other than like the Doubletree. So it's just like, what the heck? So I was pissed off, guys. I was seriously pissed off. So, long story short, I pretty much stayed at the Doubletree, and I was not looking forward to it. Because the Doubletree was like over 2 miles away, and that was even further than the freaking Intercontinental. And I was at a point where I was wanted to choose the Intercontinental, just because it was closer. So yeah, sad me. I went to like the Anime Expo Facebook group to like write in my complaints, to just complain to everyone, because I considered the Doubletree to be a reject hotel. Like that's the hotel people get when they couldn't get the good stuff. So that was my reaction. And I had people telling me that they stayed at the Doubletree, and the Doubletree isn't that bad. They had some type of Kyoto Gardens or something, which I didn't check out, so I couldn't tell you anything about it. And they said that Little Tokyo was like within walking distance. Again, I didn't go there so I can't tell you anything about it. But you know, while they were trying to comfort me, it helped a little bit, but at the same time, it's not like the cool hotel. It's not like the JW Marriott or the Ritz, but you know, mostly the JW Marriott, because that's where the shuttles went this year. So it's just like, yeah, it sucked from that angle. But, you know, I tried to keep a good head on my shoulder. I tried. Like, well, this wasn't for me this year. I still can't convince myself that. But, so yeah, I just eventually sucked it up and just figured, hey, maybe I get to go to it next year. Even though next year now, I don't even have my premiere pass for next year, so I don't even know if I'm going. Gotta wait till Black Friday to see if I can snag one, but that's another story for another day. So I pretty much just sucked it up and just kind of dealt with it and going to the Doubletree. And I guess here's where the video really starts after 10 minutes about my review I guess, of the Doubletree Hotel. So, as far as the Doubletree is concerned, I actually really liked it. Yeah, it was a nice hotel. The staff were really nice. They had their stuff together, unlike the Intercontinental last year. And my sister had like some Hilton honors or some type of reward thing, so we got our room upgraded because of her. You know, I didn't have to pay extra and it helped her out. I guess gave her more points or whatever, but we enjoyed the room. Now, when we did get into the room though, I took a video. You can watch that video on my channel. I did my own room inspection. And I want to make a habit to do my own room inspection before I go to any con hotel, just to see how filthy it is. Now, I went in there, and personally, for me as a germaphobe, I thought it was filthy. There was a hair in the freaking bathtub, and the closet wasn't clean. There was like styrofoam pieces on the ground, and just overall just nasty, and some spots here and there. But my sister, she travels a lot. She was like, it's really not that bad. But to me, it's like, yeah, it is. I don't really want to rehash that story. You can check out my video, like room. I think it's titled "Room Inspection at the Doubletree Hotel for Anime Expo 2018," something like that. Or I might leave a link in the description below, so you can check that out. But aside from that, the room was pretty good, and I enjoyed my stay. And at the Doubletree, you get like a free cookie and like a bottle of water, which I knew they was going to give me a free cookie because the people in the Anime Expo Facebook group, I had a couple of people tell me to give you a complimentary cookie upon arrival. And what I didn't know though is that their cookies are warm. They're like baked warm and like gooey, which that was ultimately a negative for me, because that would just drive my cavities up a wall and just give me an earache and a headache, and that just wasn't worth it. So I really didn't eat my cookie. I thought it'd be like a store-bought cookie that's like soft or whatnot, but that they were baked and gooey, so that will, what was a negative or a minus for me will probably be a plus for other people. So yeah, I'm not really gonna knock them on that. It just wasn't my thing. But what I really enjoyed was they gave me a bottle of water. So yeah, complimentary bottle of water. They gave me, my sister, my nephew a bottle of water. I think we got like 2 each. Maybe 1 or 2, but somewhere along that line. So those really helped out. The room was good. We got into the room. It was spacious enough. Like I said, I had a good time staying there. And I did take the shuttle most of the times there. That's the best part about the Doubletree, their shuttle. When I went there this year, it's like you didn't have to have a map to figure out where the shuttle was. You didn't have to cross the street or anything. Like, literally, all you do, you just walk out of the hotel and you make a right, and the shuttle is just like right there where you line up for. It's by the tree there. And I think they'll have a little sign too. But yeah, you walk out there, it's right there. You could run to it if it's leaving, and they might be able to stop for you. But you don't have to like cross a street or anything. And you know, other people will likely be there. So it's not difficult. That's my favorite, or that was my favorite part about the hotel, is that they had the shuttle so conveniently set there, where you get placed there and you get dropped off. Now, the shuttle itself, it was just a plain white bus. We didn't get like a cool anime bus like some other hotels did, and I was so jealous. But hey, the fact that it was a plain white bus made me realize, you know, okay, this may be a reject bus, but in terms of coolness, but at least I know that's my bus. If I see like little anime girls prancing around on like a banner or something, that's not my bus. The plain white bus, oh, that's my bus. That could be mistaken for like a tour bus or something. So I enjoyed that. And another thing, that it comes with a microwave, not a microwave, but it comes with like a mini refrigerator, which is good because it's good to have cold things. But compared to the Intercontinental, their microwave, I keep saying microwave, I guess. I'll get to the microwave in a moment. But their refrigerator, it is not booby trapped. Meaning they won't have it stuffed with sodas and, I guess, drinks and stuff like that. And if you move it, you have to pay for it. No. It's not like that. It's just at least the room I got, it was just a empty refrigerator. And you could put your stuff in there to cool. It's not booby trapped with stuff that if you move, you'll have to pay for. Now, in my room, and I suspect the rest of the rooms would have it, they do have two, like, large containers of water, or maybe not container, but they're like cylindrical, if that's a word, like cylinder-like tubes of water, called Vaz water. And those are $6. If you take one of those, then yes, you will have to pay $6. And the only reason I know that is because I saw that. I saw those 2 bottles of water, which they're large, and I looked at my nephew because he was like, water. I was like, don't touch that water. If you touch it, you will have to pay. No, if you touch it, it will come out of my bank account, and they will charge me for that. And my sister looked at him like, don't touch it, they will charge you. So guess what my nephew decides to do? He just decides to get the water. So yes, I was charged. And you know what? I didn't eat that up because, because I'm just like a good person, which I'm not, by the way. No one is. But there's decent people out there. But I wasn't the type to just let it go. I told him, that's coming out of your spending money, and I want my $6, and I got it. So yeah, he paid for that, and I asked him how does it taste. He was like, it tastes funny. So I've never tasted Voss water before, but if you want to take his word over it, he just says it tasted funny. But it's a lot of water that they give you. It's not worth $6. But just keep that in mind if you happen to see some water in there. It looks cool. But yeah, and if you do happen to get it, put it up if you want to keep the container or the bottle. Otherwise, the maids will take it, because he got mad because the maids took his empty bottle, which that would have been a good sports drinking bottle, but maids took it. So just keep that in mind if you do want to pay $6 for one thing of water. Trying to think if there was anything else. Really, I only did the video for the Intercontinental because they had so many bad things to talk about. And this video is like literally half of it is just me talking about how I got to the process. But would I recommend the Doubletree? Yeah, I would. Would I stay there again? Now, keep in mind, this is just my opinion, but personally, I would stay there again if I have to. It's like, if I do happen to go to Anime Expo in the future, I will always gun for the JW Marriott or the Ritz or the Courtland? I forgot what it's called. Courtyard by Marriott. Deluxe Indigo. I will always try my best to get one of those top 5 hotels because I want it to be closer. But if I happen to only have the Doubletree as an option, I'll be fine with that because it's not a bad hotel. It's actually pretty decent for what you're getting. So if you find yourself at the Doubletree because all the other good hotels or close hotels are booked, don't fret. I think you might. Chances are you'll probably like the Doubletree. And it's just like, if I get it again, I'm not going to pout much about it because that's really cool. And I just remembered about the microwave. They don't come with microwaves. And my sister was like, well, just go downstairs and ask where the head microwave is. So we asked him about the microwave because, my nephew, he wanted to heat up some pizza. And he was the lady was like, "We can send a microwave up to you." And I was like, "Really?" I'm like, "How much is that gonna cost?" She said, "Oh," she's like, "It's complimentary," with that smile on her face. So they sent a microwave up, and I'm just like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" Not only do we get a fridge, but we have a microwave for free. Now that's how you do customer service. And that was one of the better things about Doubletree, that they are so cool and accommodating. That's the word I'm looking for. I mean, sending up a microwave free of charge? Heck yeah. That's another reason. If I go back, at least I know I have a microwave. And if anything, I'd probably choose the Doubletree over anything that's outside of the top 5, maybe. Like the Freehand or the Biltmore. Well, I'm not going to the Biltmore anyway because they say it's haunted. And, ghost hunters like to go there. I ain't about to get out up in all that madness, but like someplace like the Freehand or the West, not the West. I might try the West End, but there's someplace outside of the top 5. I can't remember all of the hotels, but yeah, definitely. Don't worry if you find yourself staying at the Doubletree Hotel. It's a good hotel. If you're taking a shuttle, it's very accessible. You can walk and see where it is. I'm a few fries short of a Happy Meal, but I find that finding the shuttle and accessing it was pretty easy, especially with my nephew being around. So yeah, if I were to give the Doubletree a rating of 5 stars, if I had to rate them between 1 and 5, 1 being poor and 5 being the absolute best, I'll give them a 4-star. They're better than what most people would perceive them to be, just because they're a little further out from AX. But yeah, definitely don't sleep on them. They're pretty decent, and like I said, I don't mind going back if I can't get something closer. And yeah, that's just, I guess that pretty much wraps up my lessons, or my lesson for AX, from AX 2018, at least concerning the hotel, because I think after, I just think it's going to get repetitive. It's a good hotel. Don't hesitate to stay there if you have to, or don't worry if you have to stay there, because I think they'll take care of you. And just one more thing before I go, you can get delivery there, and some places will actually deliver up to you. I think it depends more on the restaurant, but it seems like they were pretty chill with letting people come up and deliver food. I got Papa John's delivery and whatnot, Chinese food delivery, and they came up with no problem. I think it was only one time where I had to go down and get it, and I think that's because the driver was just too lazy to go up. Needless to say, I think he lost a portion of his tip. But yeah, depending on the restaurant, I believe the hotel is pretty chill with letting the delivery driver come up to deliver your food if you don't want to go downstairs. That is, if you have an upstairs room. But yeah, this is kind of getting long-winded, longer than what I wanted it to be. I hope this helps some of you future congoers of Anime Expo. And yeah, if you happen to like this video, or you're a fan of video games or ultimate game stuff in general, or even a fan of drink testing, taste testing, toys, reviews, stuff like that, then feel free to check out the rest of my channel. And if you happen to like what you see, then please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, do what you gotta do, and I will see you all in the next video. Alright guys, talk to you later. Bye.